Hi, I'm Jeff Collins from Crossroads, and today we're going to just be showing you some bits and pieces of what I would call a pre-session or arrangement day where we're working on songs with a group. I'll be working with the Kingsmen today on arrangements for their tracks that are coming up in a couple of weeks, and many of our recording packages don't include a pre-session. Our biggest package does. But I would really like to suggest, and you'll get an idea why, that you ought to consider adding that to your recording package. But it's a time when once the songs are selected, we get together and we work out just some of the details so we're really prepared for tracking day. We'll talk about keys. We'll make sure that we got the right key. We'll talk about maybe where we want to do a modulation, key change, and something about an ending, or it's just a time where you can kind of go through the song, make sure that you've got it in the right key, because a half step or a step can make a huge difference in whether the song is going to be right for the singer. So you want to make sure that you know the range of the song, and you make sure, you know, you'll see us talking about the tenor singer is what is his high note, and we want to make sure we're in the right range there. So a pre-session is very valuable because once you get into the studio, time is valuable, and you don't want to be wasting money on talking about things you should have worked out beforehand, because once you get in the studio, you want to be very creative, have a plan, be organized, and be able to put all the effort into the music at that point. So now you'll see some stuff as we work together with the Kingsmen.
What's up? Oh yeah, we're cutting this. Let's start with
That's What I Knew.
All right. Where's it on?
Number 9.
Number 9.
This is the one Harold wants to try for him.
Okay.
Where did we say G to A flat? Is that what we said? G mod to A flat?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Tell me the name again, I'm sorry.
That's What I Knew.
Diseased and helpless, her body was restless.
Because I'm almost thinking, I mean, as far as an arrangement, I'm almost thinking that whole first verse, since we've got 2 verses after that, that whole first verse and that whole first chorus, this needs to be Harold. I mean, I could be way off base here, but let him just step out there and sing that thing, and then after he gets done, it mods and it builds, and you get some building, and after he gets that third verse and it really builds up, and you've got that second mod, then we all kick in there with him. You know, and he can just sing that thing however he wants to.
Yeah. Just make sure it's
just
not too high.
Just a thought.
Because we don't want to not be able to sing it.
Yeah. Well, exactly. We want to be able to sing. I mean, this is one of those songs people are going to want to hear. I mean, it's a really good song. I think it's one, when you do it live, people are going to eat it up. So it's one we got to be able to do at 10:30 as well as 7:30 at night. You know.
I like the idea of kind of just laying back, almost maybe, you know, piano, maybe a little light work in the chorus, but no full drums yet. Right?
Yeah.
Verse, chorus.
Lay back, let him play with it, and let that thing turn and let it build. Exactly.
So y'all just thought about it as one mod, right?
Yeah.
So if it's got 2,
It's got. I think the
needs to
track.
mod at the turn.
Joseph had 2, didn't he? Didn't he have 2 on there?
I don't know,
He
mod
had
at the
another
turn.
one. He had a mod coming out of the bridge, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
He had a mod at the 3rd verse. From the 3rd verse to the chorus, he had a mod, and I think he had a mod coming out of the bridge.
What's the first verse of God's All Cross? What key is that?
It's in D flat.
What note do we need to watch out now for Harold? I mean, everybody got the note? I mean, is it B flat or C or
Well,
who knows?
since his vocal problems, and since he's not here, well,
I wouldn't ride him on B flats. I mean, if he had to touch it and come off, that's one thing, but I wouldn't ride him.
I'm just thinking if we start in G and we mod in the
What do you think,
turn,
Brian?
going into the 3rd verse and at the bridge.
that's when. Is that the highest note he'll hit, isn't it? Da 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 do was him. That's the highest note of the song.
Yeah.
So
Is that A flat that you're hitting now, Jim?
B flat.
B flat.
So that would be the top.
That's when. It's more than just a story.
that shouldn't be too high for him.
I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so.
G, A flat, A, B flat.
As long as we don't invert and make him, and you know, let you take the lead there and invert that sucker for some dramatic reason, to build punch.
Well, I mean, it seems to me that the song stands on its own and it doesn't need
I don't think
that to sell it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it does. I don't think it does.
I mean, y'all certainly
You're going to G to A flat to B flat?
G, A flat, A, B
Okay.
flat. I mean, it's
Okay.
if we mod it to turn, it takes us to A flat for the second verse, A for the third verse,
Okay.
and then all the way through the bridge, and then
Mod that
chorus
sucker
out,
again
B
to
flat.
the I think that'll be fine.
I think so.
That's when. Was that a B flat?
It's an A flat.
A flat. Oh yeah. Heavens yes. If you can't sing A flats.
You could finish on the B flat. That's when I knew it. Da-da-da.
And I think if that's where we end, as long as he's not riding it and he just has to go hit that. What does he end on God Saw It Cross, the top note? What's that last
D.
note that he has to hit? B?
D, yeah.
A D?
Yeah, D.
That should be, I think that's,
If he's ending on a D there, then that B flat is nothing. Yeah.
All right. I mean, that's basically what my plan here is for these songs. Just get that rough idea. We'll have 2 days, so we're not rushed to death. We can talk. I'll come up with some endings or whatever, and of course we'll create intros and turns as we go.
Sure.
Create the hooks, band licks, and all that stuff, and then we'll just yak about the endings. So here's an ending idea.
Okay.
We think.
Okay.
The song we just did.
Haberdang.
Haberdang.
He's a great writer.
he is, he really is.
Tell you, man.